Hey Cancer, it's time for tarot. Alright, this is your December monthly tarot scope with a little bit of a moon reading in there too, which, as you know, I like to start with. So the full moon is on December 14th, and it's in Gemini, and it falls in your 12th house of the subconscious, dreams, knowledge that comes to us and we don't know how we get it, our psychic nature, things like that. And it's a full moon, so there's a bit of a release here. Now, that's an interesting situation, right? It's almost like we're calling a halt a little bit on the dreamy, flowy nature that we have, and instead we're starting to think a little bit more concrete. We want to let go of the things like the dreams. Excuse me, by dreams I mean aspiration. Yeah, I just burped. I'm not editing that out. The dreams meaning the aspirations that we have, but like the dreams that fuel us, the daydreams. Maybe it's time to start thinking of those daydream fulfilling things that we might not ever actually really get to, right? So really this full moon might be calling on you to become a little more practical, or at least, you know what, if that made you mad that I said that, and you know it should, maybe it's time to start thinking about how to concretize some of these dreams, right? What would be solid actions? We want to let go of the dreamy nature of it all, and we want to start thinking about solid actions and how we can get there. And the new moon, which is on December 19th, it's in Capricorn, which is an earth sign, and you know you want to plant those seeds on this. It falls in your 7th house of one-on-one relationships. Now, at the same time, I'm going to throw you a curveball. At the same time, Mercury is going into retrograde. Now, really, the world doesn't stop. You can watch my video down below. It's linked, and it'll tell you all about like what to expect during Mercury retrograde. But the truth of the matter is, it's also in your 7th house, and it's also in Capricorn. But what it really means is you don't want to start anything new if you can avoid it. So you want to look back. You want to look back into some of your previous relationships. This is like a reunited, one of those things. That doesn't have to be love, partnership in any sense. It's the marriage house, but you know, we get married to a lot of different things. You know, business partnerships, when we sign a contract, we essentially are marrying it. That's it. You've married, you've made a commitment. This is a commitment. So we want to also, wow, there it is too. We want to recommit to some of the things that we want to partner with. And if this doesn't tie into what I just talked about on that Gemini moon, the thing, you know, and for you especially, it's the things that you talk about that you want to do, like these big dreams. I'm back to the December 14th moon right now. These big dreams we were talking about. I want this, I want that. And you talk about them so much, but you never really do anything about them. Now's a good time. You could actually recommit on December 29th. Starting December 14th, you can think about these things as like, oh, what do I want to let go of? What dreams am I not acting on but I talk about? And then let go of the ones that you honestly cannot take action on, and then recommit to the ones that you can. I'm just kidding, I didn't throw up, but it felt like I did. Mercury retrograde is from December 19th to January 8th. So really, you just want to try to avoid signing contracts or doing anything that's brand spanking new in that time. Will the world explode if you do it? No. But what will happen is that once Mercury goes direct, which means no longer in retrograde, obviously, you're going to see that things are not what they appeared to be during the retrograde period, because Mercury is our planet of communication, right? And retrograde means goes internal. It actually looks like it stopped in the sky, but it's a very internal thing. So communication gets like, you know, you can't, it's like this. The Mercury retrograde is like this, and then when Mercury goes direct, it's like, oh wait, oh my God, I have to change so many things. That's what it feels like, but you'll be okay. You'll live through it. We have for a year. We'll be okay. But it's a good time to really recommit to those dreams that you've been talking a lot about, but not walking very hard on. Yay, cards! This is fun, right, Cancer? Oh, Cancer. Sensitive Cancer. All right, here we go. What do we got? Sometimes I forget to breathe. I know you want to come out. party. There's a lot of parties, obviously. I mean, it's December. It's like holiday month, so very much party. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, yes, we got, oh, whoa, okay. Oh, wow. What a month, Cancer. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Oh, one more. He's calling to me. Interesting. Okay, okay, okay. Let's talk about how we are communicating. All right, we're feeling good. We're in a good spot, it looks like. We're kind of like, yeah, it's party time. I'm taking a break from all kinds of crap, and I am just going to have a good time. Again, it's December. It makes sense. A lot of people, you know, party during the holidays, myself included. So is that we're feeling pretty good. You know, we're going into the month feeling rather good. We're actually feeling a little bit more in control of our situation than we have in a while, which is nice. It's good to be the authority of your own life. And that's really kind of also PS, what that Mercury retrograde is about, challenging authority, which, again, if you live in the States, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. There's a lot of challenging of authority going on, and it's only going to get more interesting from December 19th to January 8th. But this is about you, and this is truly about stepping into your own and being like, this is my power. I am the authority of this. The only thing is, don't get too rigid, because he's got it. I mean, rigidity is a thing with the Emperor anyway, but with him and his arms crossed and this guy sitting right there. I mean, if you take a peek at them together, it's almost like, why are you so rigid about the way that you're having a good time? You can have fun in many different ways. It doesn't have to be just your way to have fun. In fact, it's a really good time to embark on some new, I guess, habits, like, and not just like daily habits, but like spiritual habits. Yeah, this is like a reassessment of how you, I guess, express yourself spiritually. This one just, it got me for a minute, because it was like, it's like something's telling me no, 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 no. My normal knee jerk for the Hierophant isn't gonna fly, is the message that I'm getting. So that's cool. Let me take a look at it and figure out what the message is. Oh, it's like if you're less rigid, you can have the more of the following that you want, because it's almost like, oh yeah, but it goes with that party thing too. And if we look at party as a metaphor, really a party is just like a group of friends, or it could be an audience, you know. The less rigid we are, and the more receptive to communication, the more we act like an authority in more than just the physical sense, but in the spiritual sense, the more enlightened. This could be a really good month for you for enlightenment. One-on-one counseling too. You may find that people want to talk to you about some things, and they might not necessarily fall in line with all of your current beliefs. But the interesting thing is, what they have to say might spark some sort of new train of thought in you. That's really interesting. Honestly, like, there was like a hand on my chest that was like, slow down, we have a different message. Okay, who am I to stop it? Whew. Party time, good times, authority, shifting. Oh my God, the Hierophant is really calling to me in this one, because if you take a look, he's the Pope, right? And he's worshipped. So this is also about like forcing worship too. Like, don't force worship. Don't think you have to be a certain way to get people to pay attention to you. Ooh, I know. Because I think the minute you let go of some of that rigidity, and we all have it, you know, we all have it at different times. We have our minds set up. But this is more of like an expansion of the mind. When you sort of release that like, there's just gonna be like a new, you might pull someone in from your past who needs to chat with you. And it's someone maybe you don't even want to talk to, but you're gonna find out by saying yes, good things come from it. Good things. But I don't know what else to say, because I don't know, like, it was like a blank. I was like, I don't know what the end of that sentence is, but it's something you should do. Say yes to more things, and especially if something makes you go, no. Stop and ask yourself why, and what could you lose from it? Especially if you might have ghosts from the past this month, especially, or December 19th through January 18th in that retrograde period. So this is very interesting, but I think they might help you be able to recommit to your your soul's growth. I know, I never thought I'd be a person like, your soul's growth, but here I am. Oh, yeah, and that's what we're here for, right? To grow. Okay, all right, enough esoteric talk. Here's your oracle card. Hey, Cancer, here's your oracle card. Okay. Okay, what can we button this? This one threw me. I like it. I love when that happens, when it's like, oh, I know what this is, and then you're like, what? It's the best. You got playfulness. It's so funny how the same cards just kind of popping out, but it's important that you keep an open mind and remain playful about any situation that you're put in, because sometimes when you want to like cross your arms and huff a little bit and be like, no, this is mine, like that, you know, very general, but you know, you want to be like, oh, wait, I can actually have a really good time with this. I take it as one of those things, like if you go to a party and you don't know anyone and you're like, ugh, I don't know anyone, I just kind of want to get out of here. Uncross your arms, bring your shoulders down, go hang out by the crudité, have a glass of wine or a non-alcoholic beverage if that suits your fancy, and have fun. Look at it as a game. Look at it as something that you can not only just, I mean, bring consciousness to it. That's all. Have fun. Play is just being conscious enough not to shut down. Like, just remain open and have some fun. And that you might pull in a soulmate. And again, soulmates don't mean, it's not necessarily someone that you're in love with and are going to marry. Soulmates can come in many forms. Many forms. Friends, associates, pets, family, strangers. Soulmate is just someone that you've been with before, in my opinion. It's someone that you've shared, your souls have incarnated in the past together. So you might pull in a soulmate. You guys have had the deepest reading so far, Cancer, and for that I just want to say thank you. Also, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at mysticassistant, and if you subscribe, you know, it'll give you notifications when I post these fun videos, so then you don't have to like go to the site or like look at Facebook or any of that, like all that frivolous stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and have a happy holiday. I'm just kidding. See you.